Morning, Code Brother Crew. Welcome back to the live stream. Hopefully, y'all had a good weekend, and yeah, just go ahead and get right into it. Uh, we'll just switch on over to the in-app scene and get ready to check it out. So we had a nice little breakdown here over the weekend, uh, and kind of starting last week, I guess. Breakdown breakdown / sideways through Saturday and Sunday, and then yesterday we had even more of a drop down here. And today we're kind of sitting sideways so far. And it looks like we might be trying to pull out to break up. Yeah, let's head on over to ChatGPT and get the battle box started for today. Kind of see what the battle box is thinking about today, what our battle plan might be for today, and some of the levels maybe we'd be looking at today. Alright, so in the battle box, if y'all have been here before, then you know what the plan is, but we're just going to go ahead and click the market review for today. That should pop up with some telling us what we need to grab. So we got the quad view. So if you don't have quad view, you can just go ahead and take a screenshot of 4, 1, 15, and 5. So we're going to head on over there back to trade view and go to the 4 hour, and we'll just double click all these over here on the right side where all the numbers are. Just like that. And that'll get them all lined up perfectly. And I'm going to actually take some of my lines off before I get a screenshot. So you probably won't have to do this, but I have my lines right over here in the folder I have for the live stream. But if you want to get this, you just go over here, go down to 3 where there's a little double box right here, and you just click on that, and that'll open up this object tree menu. And then to group them, you just go up here and click this group thing, and then that makes a group, and you can just drag them into there. That makes it easy if you want to control all of them together. Like if you're like, oh, just delete all these. Makes it easy. Or if you want to hide or unhide them fast, it's easy. But we don't need those. So we got our live stream here. Those are all closed down, so it's looking good. I'm gonna close that for now. We got all of our charts all autoed, and we'll go ahead and get a screenshot. So if you don't have a screenshot on a Windows computer, it's going to be Windows key Shift and then S. Got our screenshot there. We'll go ahead and drop that in the battle box, and we'll go to the 1 hour. Same thing, Windows key Shift S. 15 minute. And then the last one we're going to grab is a 5 minute. Alright, so we got all those. So the next thing we're going to go grab is the FRVP levels. So if you go to the 1 hour, you can double click again, just to make it easy. I like to double click and then zoom in from there. It kind of gets your chart in a good zone for you to kind of look at it. But yeah, we got our levels there. So we'll go down 4 from the cross. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This one right here. And then we'll go to the fixed range volume profile. And the first one's going to be from 7 yesterday to 7 today. Oh, that was too many days back. We'll go ahead and move it. Then this one will be the 24. So if you don't have these lines, you can go ahead and just throw some lines on there. We got our 24-hour lines all right here, and I'm just going to go ahead and line them up with what's on there right now. There we go. Then we'll head on to the next one. So we'll close these. And we'll move it to the 3 o'clock today. Just like that. We'll just go ahead and line these up right here. And that's all you have to do for those levels. Spirit Maker says the market's sitting happy right now. It looks like Trump's talking at 8. I haven't checked that yet, but possibly. Probably. He says we're still under the 1 hour and 4 hour on the 200. Under the 200 on the 1 hour and 4 hour. Yeah, we are. Going to break above those if we want to see anything really move. It looks like it's hard to read today due to intra time frames not lining up, or different time frames not lining up. All right, we'll check it out. So we got our FRVP levels. So what I'm gonna do is, and I'm gonna have to go back and do this 24 hours too, but I'm just gonna copy and paste these into the chat GPT. So what I'm gonna do is on my chat GPT, I'm gonna type like 24 hour FRVP levels, and then I'm gonna say like volume area high, put the volume area high there, and then POC, same thing. POC goes there, and then volume area low will be the last one. And I'll just go ahead and copy and paste these and put them right there onto those. And then for the morning one, I'll say like morning FRVP levels. And then I'll go ahead and do the same thing, VAH, and then POC and VAL. And then I'll just copy them right out of TradeView right here. So I'll grab them and I'll just paste them right into there. Okay, so we got those ones, and then we'll go ahead and turn back on our 24-hour ones, and we'll grab these two. So just click on it, click on settings, go to coordinates, and then just copy the level in there. Then same thing, click coordinates, Control C, and then Control V into ChatGPT. And then the last, or one of the last things we're going to need is the 30-minute range. So we'll go to the, I'm going to just delete this FRVP level, and I'm going to close off my 24 hours right now. And we're headed to the 30-minute, and we're going to go to the 7:30 candle. So right during the stream, it's always like one back, but yeah, just head to the 7:30 candle. So you'll see at the bottom, it will say the time. You're just going to go down to the one that says whatever the day is, and then 7:30. And then at the top, it'll have an H and an L, and we're looking for those two numbers right there. So the high for today is going to be 115.555. So we'll go on over to ChatGPT, and I'm going to just type 30-minute candle, and then ... and I'll say high, and then low. And for the high, I said it's going to be 115.555. So 115.555. And then for the low, we're looking at 224. Just like that. So we got our FRVP levels, and then we got our 30-minute candle now. And then the last thing that I'm going to grab is the macro news screenshot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head to cryptocraft.com. So if y'all want to check that out, just go ahead and head on over to cryptocraft.com. Make sure you're on the right day over on the left-hand side, and then I'm just going to grab a picture of this. And then I'll just paste it right in there. So this is what cryptocraft.com will kind of look like. This is what you can see. All these are events that could possibly impact the market. And then we got these are the actual impact of what it is. So like yellow is like moderate impact, and then more orange to red is heavier impact on here. So right now most of them are pretty moderate impacts. And then this Wyoming blockchain synopsis, that's more of a something to watch out for. It doesn't say, that must just be all day. It doesn't really have a time. It's interesting. So we'll just go ahead and send this in and see what the market recap says for today. Hopefully y'all got some coffee this morning. Except some cold brew today. Just baking a bit, thinking about it, I guess. This newer ChatGPT 5 seems to think about stuff a lot longer, but the answers do tend to be better in general, I'd say. Wow. It's really thinking about it. I guess we can check out the chart while it's thinking. Spirit Maker said we're below these 200s right here. So, yeah, that's true. So, we got this 200 on the 4 hours over us, and the 1 hour, same thing. We're actually under the 15-minute as well, and the 5-minute. However, the 5 and 15, and this 5 looks like it's kind of breaking this pattern, but they kind of have this nice flag type thing forming here, which typically happens as you're about to break out of the 200, but it can also be a nice, like, could be a breakdown here. But I saw that on the 15 as well. So you see this. It's slightly larger, but you can see this. This is coming down the 200, and then you got the 21 is coming straight up almost. So we're kind of getting this flag right there. So kind of see how that works out. It looks like our market recap's done. So if you've never seen one, you can see we got the disclaimer here, and then we got the different hour time frames, or the not hour, but different time frames from the 4 hour to the 5 minute, and then you got the lines that we give it, the FRVP lines, trading strategies that you can use, then all you can use events right here, plus what kind of impact that we'll probably get from it. Then we got our executions considerations that we're going to be looking for, and then weekly zone, and these are some levels that you could put in this to your chart or whatever you need. So like breakdown trigger, breakout trigger, daily support and resistance, and then your 30-minute range, which is just your candles. So you can see the 15 to 555, and then the 15 to 24 that we were talking about earlier on the 30-minute high and low. But let's start with the momentum summary. So we'll head to trading view, and for the 4 hour, it's saying price sitting inside the 24-hour value, below the POC and above the VAL. So we'll go ahead and turn those back on just to check them out. So right now let's see what it said. We said below the 24-hour volume area high and above it the VAL. So yeah, kind of sitting in that middle there. MA stacks compressed. Yeah, it's kind of compressed, slightly bearish. So we're not super compressed, but you can see we're kind of slowly starting to compress. This 21's gonna probably, well, especially if we continue down, the 21 will follow. But all of these are kind of looking like we're gonna slowly kind of bunch up. They're all gonna kind of come like that. But for right now, they're still pretty spread out, so they can have some more room to kind of compress before we get a nice move. Either way. Recent bounce stalled under prior 4 hour supply. Momentum, MACD RSI is stabilizing after a sell swing. Recovery attempts are fading near resistance. So yeah, you can see we kind of bounced here, came up. Well, I guess we bounced here technically first, came up, tested that 21, broke back down, and then now we're bouncing again. We kind of started to break above this, and then we started to fade back down in this candle, and then now it's starting to look like we're going to break through it. We still got almost 3 hours to go on that last candle, so still a while before it closes and kind of tells us which way it's going to, if it's going to actually like continue to break break resistance, then we'll continue up. Possibly we got to break this 24-hour POC and the volume area high, as well as the 21, before the 4 hours looking any kind of like upward move. You got the MACD showing a loss in momentum for the bears. We're looking like we're gonna break up a little bit more. You got the RSI starting to get near the bottom, possible curl and and continue upwards. And then we got the stoaches kind of curling up from the halfway point. It's nothing I would be excited about on the stoaches, just because they're not the best long-term indicator, or not long-term, but longer time frame indicator. Head to the 1 hour. So in the 1 hour, we got lower high structure with price under its intraday MA bundle. So yeah, as you can see, we got that lower high. So we got a high here, and then the came down, bounced off that level we were talking about earlier, kind of right here at 114, 800-ish, 700-ish area. And then we broke up, retested that 4 hour 21. We actually broke the 1 hour 21, which is a good sign. And then we came back down, continued back through it, and then stopped that resistance again, or that support again. Then now we're breaking up again, so we'll continue to see how it continues to run. We got momentum curling up, but still below resistance. Yeah, so we're still below a lot of resistance, and then the other thing is for it to truly kind of tell us that we're gonna kind of break the pattern it's in. It's gonna really need to break this high here. So we're gonna see a nice continuation up and a break above this high. In the 15-minute, we got a climb off the overnight low into the morning volume area high. So the overnight low would be right here, and then we got that climb up. RSI is rising, but stochastic topping, risk of stall just beneath resistance. So we got MACD is kind of showing we're going to start curling down to the bear side. You got RSI is still got room to go up, but it's kind of flattening here, looking like it's possibly going to curl more bearish. And then stoaches are still technically bullish, but we're still more in the larger time frames, kind of. So a little more meaning for this, but not a lot if everything else is kind of staying down, especially. And not to say everything could still curl up, because it's all still technically bullish. And we'll go to the 5-minute. We got repeated probes into the local MA stack. So you can see all of the MAs are kind of stacked right here. We're actually breaking above right now. See if we can get a close above it. Micro momentum mix. Expect whips near the morning volume area high and 30-minute high until a decisive break. So we're kind of getting that break that it's talking about right now. So we'll kind of see how this closes. Got MACD showing it. We're just kind of starting momentum. RSI is that middle ground, so you can continue high to go back up again. And then RSI is actually almost, our stoaches RSI is almost topped. So we'll be continuing to watch that. It's really not a lot telling you kind of either way, like Spirit Maker's kind of saying earlier in the chat, but we're kind of thinking it's gonna go. To me, it's looking more like we're gonna have a break up today, but we're kind of gonna have to wait and see what levels it kind of comes back and hit before it continues up, or if it's gonna come back and test them and break through them, and we'll go down instead. Because that would be a continuation. Honestly, that would probably be a easier trade today if that's what happens. But kind of see. So for our trade strategy outlook, we got that breakout trigger above the value 115.555, reclaiming the warning. With the follow through, the first upside magnet, it's going to be 116.197, which will be the 24-hour POC. And then we got extension risk to the 116.590, the 24-hour volume area high, if we break above that POC and show continuation. The breakdown trigger is going to be 115.224, so if we lose that 30-minute low region, it'll open for a test of 115.096, which is essentially that area that we've kind of been bouncing into this morning. So we'll look at it. Trading view, it's kind of this area that we come down and hit again, kind of this right here, this region. For the 30-minute range, we got that high and the low. Strong confluence with morning volume area high and volume area low, where we expect chop inside, waiting for a clean breakout in the 15-minute confirmation unless volume spikes. So for right now, we actually are breaking above that, so we're kind of looking for that retest of the volume area high on the morning volume area high, that is. As you can see for news, medium impacts, we got the president speaking, we got the U.S. buildings permits, the U.S. SEC chair speak, and then that's really it for medium. The I think it's California, or CPI, low to medium. We got two of those on there for some reason. Then we got the trimmed CPI, same thing. And then the CN loan prime rates and the RBNZ rate decision statement. And basically by 9, we'll be kind of done with the rest of with all the news. So for today, the Battle Box is saying the session type is a value day basis bias unless 115.555 or 115.224 breaks on the 15-minute. If we get confirmation, we prefer a 15-minute close beyond the trigger and then look for a back test in the 5-minute. So right now we got about 1 minute until that close above, which will confirm we're kind of going to break out. We got that low volume mode. If it flows thin, allow reduced size early taps at the trigger with a tight invalidation and fast partials. We also got macro proximity, none provided for weekly walls. Scale prudent as price approaches 116.197 to 116.590, which are the POC and volume area high levels for the 24. So let's check out what the battle plan is today. So it'll probably take a second to kind of get that ready. There we go. That's pretty fast. So we got the bull breakout, which is the one that we were talking about kind of more favorably. We got 115.555, the morning volume area high and 30-minute high. Got the 15-minute close above 115.555, which we just got, I believe. So we head on over to trade view, go to that 15. Yep. So you can see we got that close above 115.555. It's actually, the close was at 115.701. Yep, right above it. And then we're just kind of waiting for that 5-minute retest of the really the 200 on the 5-minute, and then we can get in and take it up again. not financial advice. We're just here for educational purposes only. But that would be something to look at maybe for your paper trades, or to kind of just be watching. So if it falls back below the 15.555 on a 15-minute close, then we'll be kind of looking to abort and get out of that. The next trade that we'd be looking at is a bear breakdown. So if we get down to this 5.224 level, and we get a close below it on the 15-minute, so 5.224 would be about the volume rate low. So if we get a close below here, we're going to be looking for that retest again on the 5-minute, and then a breakdown from there. We got inside chop between 15.224 and 15.555. So our levels, we're kind of looking at it to tell us which way it's going. Really, it's just kind of avoid trades and look for that level to break these two. Possible zones to be watching for as we breakdown. If we break out, we're going to be looking at this 116. Yeah, you can't see it very. There we go. It's a little better. So this 116, 197 level up to this 116, 509 level is kind of what we'll be watching for. And then if we break down, it'll be the first level is going to be 115.096. So it's really not that far below this 24, but it'll be this kind of breakdown here. So we got volatility at possible volatility at 12:05 since the SEC speaks. So it's potential headline wick risk. Avoid fresh entries about 10 minutes before and after. We got a thin overnight flow, so low volume mode possible. If less than 65% average volume on the 15-minute, allow reduced size entries at triggers with tight invalidation. So yeah, we're kind of looking for that. Really, we're looking for that close above which we just got, but then we got on the 5-minute, we just broke way down. So we're not looking good for that other entry. But yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at for today. So that'll be the trades for today. So yeah, just be on the watch out for those. I don't know if we just got like a news event or what, but we just got a nice big candle on the 5-minute. So it kind of broke down and ruined our trade idea. So definitely didn't give us an entry there. But that's okay. We just wait for that entry. So kind of just hanging out until we get that break above or break below. Yeah, so if y'all want to know what happened yesterday, go ahead and check out our daily market recap at 10 o'clock. That'll be coming out. We kind of cover what went on yesterday, what the Battle Box said, what trades you might have been able to take, that kind of stuff. And there's always little tidbits of extra information if you're looking to learn some more about trading or just TA in general. We'll also have the levels from today's live stream posted on X. So if you want to check out a more quick review on kind of what the market's kind of doing today, go ahead and check that out. Yeah, that's really it. Make sure you like and subscribe. Helps us get to more people. And drop a comment if you can. Even if it's just saying hi or saying good morning. But yeah, check out our channel if you want to learn some more. Other than that, we will see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. So make sure you're there, and we'll set up the battle box again, kind of see what the battle box has to say about tomorrow, and hopefully find some trades. But yeah, hopefully y'all have a good one. I will talk to you tomorrow. See you later.